You may have heard the saying, don't fight the Fed. And in its simplest form, what this means is if the Fed is pumping money into the economy, you should be buying stocks, crypto assets, yada, yada, yada. And if the Fed is pulling money out of the economy, you should be in cash. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just explaining the concept of don't fight the Fed at its simplest level. Now, one thing that's not discussed or shared is which Fed are we talking about? Sure, the United States may be in quantitative tightening, but let's take a look at China. Currently, they are in quantitative easing, and they are pumping cash into the economy. This past Friday, they pumped in over $120 billion into the economy. Now, China isn't the only one going through quantitative easing. You also have a couple of other banks as well, and as you can see here, as an aggregate, the red line is what you want to look at. It looks like quantitative easing is actually outpacing quantitative tightening. The blue little bars you guys see here, this is the Fed. This is the United States. And it kind of explains where the monetary supply and inflation is at. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys 4 different Chinese tokens that are potentially going to do well, or they're going to get completely and utterly wrecked. This is a narrative trade. This is degen. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, and a lot of these have already pumped. If you guys are in Discord, you would have already been up to date with this. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, I shared a couple of these as well. But let's go ahead and get into it. The very first one I want to get into is CFX. And as you can see here, the volume is literally nuts and ham for this. The volume is more than the actual circulating market cap, which is pretty astronomical. What that means is there is a lot of buy pressure onto this token into its current move. And the main reason why I'm bullish on CFX, at least for a China narrative play, is first with the partnership of China Telecom. This is the second largest wireless carrier in China. It has over 390 million mobile subscribers, and they're partnering with Conflux. And then you also have Little Red Book. This is basically like Chinese Instagram, and they have partnered with them as well. So as for the CFX token, this is similar to ETH. You can actually build smart contracts on this platform. It does have DeFi. There are like 3 different dApps on there. But the CFX token is used for gas, transaction fees, and it earns rewards from staking, and you can participate in governance. Now, this China Telecom partnership leads us into the second token, and that's Dent Wireless. Now, this one isn't a Chinese token, and the rumors of this, I haven't found anything backing it or confirmation proving it to be true. However, they do have things that are buy the rumor and sell the news, and you can see based on the trading volume and the price action of this, someone knows something. It could just be straight speculation, but in my opinion, I mean, seeing where it was at and seeing where it was at in 2021, it's a DigiDart. I'm willing to see what happens and obviously try to get my principal back as soon as possible. And here's an example of a partnership that they had with Binance Pay and the eSIM mobile data for Dent and Binance. This happened on February 9th. That's why there's potential speculation on this partnership with Conflux and Dent. As for the tokenomics of Dent itself, it's basically a tokenized credit for the wireless services. So you pay Dent in order to get this pay-as-you-go model for a wireless and data. Now the next one is Alchemy Pay. Now ACH had a really strong run last bull run, and as you can see here, the volume is also nuts and ham. It's almost 3 times the market cap, and you can see here the price is pumping. And that's what it did in previous bull market as well. This is a big time Chinese token, and basically the ACH token itself is a utility token. And as there is more usage on the platform, this actually increases the demand for the token and the value capture of the token. So another way of saying value correlated to network growth. So the network grows, ACH benefits. And the last one leads into VeChain. This is basically a supply chain behemoth, and I'm not really as bullish on VeChain as I am vthor. Of course, vthor is going to be reflexive to VeChain, but you can look at vthor as the gas token for the VeChain ecosystem. You can stake your VeChain to earn vthor, but to pay for any of the transactions on the chain, you have to use vthor. So you can look at vthor as your oil and your utility for the token, and it can be pretty reflexive when there is a lot of demand on the chain. And the reason I'm choosing vthor over VeChain is because, well, it hasn't pumped as much as VeChain has, and it's also a lower market cap. Remember, these are, in my opinion, short-term plays, and they are speculative plays. So I'm going to look for the one that can do a couple more X's, being that it's a lower market cap, or at least have the potential to. You can see you're comparing to a $109 million market cap and comparing to a $2.2 billion market cap. Anyways, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just 4 different Chinese tokens that I'm looking at. If you guys want to stay up to date in the market, you guys can follow me on Twitter or join the Discord. I'm a lot more active there. I've already shared a lot of information on these tokens, and you can see here a lot of these tokens have already pumped a lot. So be careful out there. Don't get wrecked. And let's go ahead and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. We're going to hit you guys with Proverbs chapter 10, verses 1. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Be good, be wise, be righteous. Peace.